back to the channel. We are going to be replacing the PCV, as I mentioned before, valve. I guess PCV valve. Kind of sounds like it's redundant, but at any rate, we're going to be replacing this because we do have the rough idle issue, which is very common in this this engine. There's tons of these videos out there, but I'm going to do one anyway because I'm going to be doing a video for every repair. Well, up to this point I hadn't done them, but I'm going to be doing from this point forward. So what you're going to need for this video is a what?
T20.
That's pretty much it. Might need a flathead screwdriver. From what I'm looking at here, it looks like you can just kind of pull this off with your fingers.
Yeah,
it's very loose. I mean, there's no issues. The engine's been off for quite some time, so it's not not at all hot. Actually, looks like we got some cracking going on there. At any rate, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and remove these.
There's four though.
Let's remove these hoses first.
How you do that?
Squeeze and pull. There you go. Just lay that to the side.
And then
you need to undo this one as well. Go ahead and undo that. That's a bit more difficult.
I can't because I get in there.
All right, so this one's a little bit more difficult. And we're gonna just grab and pull. And that is actually going to be going on the other one. So we'll just leave that for there for right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the T20 Torx.
What? There's four. There's one there, one there, one there.
I'm going to set this up in the corner because those will be reused.
Down there you can't really see it. Maybe you can see it if I do like that. After. Yeah. Right there.
Very careful, very careful. Okay, so there is, I think we got them all. Yeah, we got them all. So there's already a gasket in here. From what I understand, this has already been replaced once before. Actually, it didn't look too bad. Go ahead and get a shot of that. I've seen much worse. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the other piece. This is the PCV valve replacement, although it is not a valve itself, it is a vacuum only setup. There are other companies that make it. I think it's BSH is the main one, the first one. It was $110. This one was $26 and change. You just screw that in, probably a little bit more than hand tight. We'll see. Not really sure how tight it needs to be.
That's pretty tight.
And then there's another piece. Go ahead and get that other cap in there. There's a cap that has holes in it so that you can attach a vacuum line for a boost gauge. That's it.
Is that just
You're not actually going to put that cap there.
No.
So the cap, you're going to screw those other pieces in that you saw, the little set screw looking pieces in there. You're
Does that go
grab
on
that.
there?
That goes there, yes. And the cap piece goes here. Go ahead and get that cap piece and slide it over there for the sake of what we're doing, and then we'll stick the other. Yep. And so there's actually a retainer clip that goes on either side of that. We'll grab that retainer clip. We'll grab the set screws and get that all assembled, and we'll cut for now. All right. So we got the cap out, and I've got the set screws.
Yeah.
Already in place, but they're not screwed in. I believe it's going to be a 3mm. My wrench is not marked. It is the third one in. That actually is not going to be. You're not going to put that on there until you tighten those down, because the we've got a retainer clip here, and that's what actually holds it on this piece right here. So we'll go ahead and tighten those set screws up just to make sure that they're not going to vibrate out. They're very loose right now. I don't know how far they go in there, but just check it.
Pretty far.
Just go as tight as you can. We don't want it vibrating out. And that's with a 3mm Allen. All right, go ahead and slip it on there. Let's turn this to the side so that you can actually get the retainer clip on there. Go ahead and grab that retainer clip.
So
it's probably going to take quite a bit of force to get that.
Wait, let me try it one more time.
Try one more time. What? Is it in there? I think it needs to go just a bit more though. Like as far as the retainer clip. This kit does not include instructions
at all. Like no paper at all.
I don't know. That looks really solid. I don't think that's moving. Honestly, I don't think that's going anywhere. On to the next piece. This thing assembled, it's really nothing to it. It's just a matter of putting the this little tube piece on there. We tightened it down. So now you can put the hose.
I think that's gonna need to be first
back on there.
Situation, and then over.
It'd be helpful if I actually put that in the right place, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's not
Will it actually work?
I don't
Is there an adapter for it or anything? Hopefully this thing actually fits. You know what we need to do? We need to take this off and compare the sizes with the old PCV valve to see if it's the same size. Compare the sizes and they're the same. Actually, this one may be just a tad smaller on the outside diameter. Insides look almost identical. I think it's just because of the thickness of the plastic. So we're just going to screw this on here and push it really hard. Go ahead and, I'll go grab some screws here for you so you can go ahead and get it started. There's one. Just do the one in the middle first. Here you go.
Wait. Is it untightened already?
Just, get it so enough it won't fall off.
I'm talking about the screwdriver.
Oh, it's fine. All right, go ahead and grab another.
Am I tightening like all the way?
One more after this one. Ooh.
Almost went bad.
That was just just about in the bottom. All right, you can go ahead and start tightening it up. Just remember plastic on the other side of that. Don't want to break it. So you got them all fairly tight?
Mm-hmm.
Sure? You want to double check it?
I heard cracking when I tightened it.
That's not good. I see what you're saying. It's not any. There's no room. It doesn't stretch. That's exactly what you're saying. Pretty sure I've already cut. Yep, I've cut my finger. It's bound to happen. That's not going to work. That other O-ring that was in there might be for the seal here instead of this orange one. That's even broken on the bottom. I don't think that was my doing. I do tend to break things, but I don't think that was me this time. I don't think there's enough room. So what we're going to need to do is take this off, which is probably not the right thing to do either, but here we go. My finger's really hurting. All right.
Or maybe I don't. Here, take that off my finger.
That's really beginning to sting, right? Filming the
Well,
headlight.
it's hard to do all this stuff at the same
I need
time.
a Band-Aid. See my... I know it's not very large, but it hurts. All right, will that actually fit? Will it physically fit? I think that's a no. That's a no, Jim. Won't actually work. So, what happens when you order the $26 PCV valve bypass? It ain't gonna fit. It ain't gonna fit.
I'm gonna make it.
No, you're not gonna make it fit. Well, you get something that doesn't fit. So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on here, if there's some sort of workaround, and we'll go from there.
It's not actually that much later. It just got dark pretty quick. It's probably only been 10 minutes.
Yeah. So the issue was, I don't know if you can see it from where you are. I'd have to refocus that. There is an O-ring, which I've now put over there, that's in this spot. That thick O-ring is actually the cause of the tightness. Well, that could be a big benefit. In this case, it was a problem. So I just took it off. It actually seems to fit pretty snugly without it. So I am going to put it on there. We'll cut my finger again, probably. But there we go. That's in there. Sort of, mostly, kind of. There we go. Oop. I think I just did a bad just then.
It was like a quarter bad. Because most of the
Well,
O-ring
I can
went
tell
in.
you. Maybe. There we go.
That was easy. Okay, well, now that that's on there, I guess we're gonna have to test it at a later date. It's pretty snug on there. I don't think it's gonna come off, and that's just about it.